Good morning. It's April 29th here at the Farmstay, and you may remember from one of my last videos I was talking about how we can use about 100 liters of water per day. So since that video, we've used about 100 liters of water, a mix between rainwater, river water, and gray water. And it's the morning time here. Desiree has just gone to shower, so that means that we'll get another, whatever she uses for a shower, maybe 10 liters of water. We'll recapture that and use that to water some plants. One thing that I neglected to mention, this is gray water from somebody's shower, maybe some dishes. One thing that I neglected to mention when I was talking about gray water is that, as you can see, we've interrupted our septic tank flow and we have gray water available to us. The overflow actually goes underground into this area that I'm pointing the camera at, so that's why we planted some seeds there. Hello, Mr. B. One thing that I forgot to mention while talking about gray water is that if you're using bleach for your laundry, for example, yeah, you wouldn't want to reuse your gray water if you were using bleach or harsh detergents like those main name brand things. So our soaps, we're gonna give Mickey here 3.5 liters, or half of this 7-liter tank. And we'll give Aziz the other little bit. All right, so we give 3.5 liters of water today of gray water to this mango tree. And we'll do the same thing tomorrow unless it rains. That's how easy it is to get rid of gray water here. Here's Aziz, the other mango tree. Give him the other 3.5 liters. So if you're using Tide, if you were using those name brand, strong detergents or cheap Chinese chemicals in your soaps, then that would be a problem. Also, on the same token, you wouldn't want to put chlorinated tap water on your plants, because chlorine indiscriminately kills bacteria, and your plants are made of bacteria, and you're expecting them to produce bacteria. And your gut flora is made of bacteria, and you are many things, trillions of cells, which are made of bacteria. So my advice as a human being to another human being is not to drink chlorinated tap water. Now, I understand why there's chlorine in the tap water, but I still recommend, if you have a choice, to filter the chlorine out of it. So gray water that we use, we don't use any detergents or harsh chemicals on. And the soap that we use, we buy it intentionally and look at the ingredients. So you have to go to like those hippie stores basically to get your soap. And it might be a change. Like, your clothes might smell better to you, or they might smell worse. If you're used to those strong detergent smells, you might feel like, oh, they don't smell clean. Or you might find something that you really like with a certain fragrance that you really like from the health food stores or wherever you can make your own soap. And you may find, wow, like, I really like the way that this smells. What was I thinking? Smelling like chemicals for years. People that have switched off of those chemical soaps, like us, years and years ago, we can tell when somebody who's just a regular soap shopper walks by. You can smell it on them. And I think it's vice versa as well. But I don't want to be known as the smelly vegan hippie, so I make sure that I smell good. I don't like wearing cologne or whatever, but I make sure that I smell good. Well, we're over here. Let me talk to you about this arbutus tree. They call it a strawberry tree. I found this yesterday on the property while I was clearing out the stage area. And I mean, imagine how much effort this thing has been putting into just living. We'll show you a strawberry tree. I'm gonna give the strawberry tree Brian. We've named it Brian after one of our friends. I'm gonna give him some river water. You can tell it's river water because it's so clean. Check these out. Isn't that cool? So in harvest time, you can apparently just eat these with the skin and all. So I look forward to that. And this guy Brian was really struggling under a lot of weeds, as you can see, or if you follow my X account, you'll see how I found him clearing out what's going to be our stage here for people to come watch some music. And I'm not going to transplant him. I can't do that to Brian, so we're just going to leave him there, and I'll build the stage around him. But yeah, the locals call it a strawberry tree, but you can call it arbutus. There's another part to that name for it. Arbutus unido, arbutus unendo, arbutus unido. Let's get it right. All right, so yeah, welcome to the farm. We had we had our first official visitor to the farm last night. 2 visitors actually. One was a puppy, and one was the puppy's owner. And yeah, that was a lot of fun to have our first official guests to the Farmstay. So congratulations to us at Love Farmstay. We've had our first official guest. And exactly like I do in these videos, I'm just talking about how we do things on a vegan farm. And if people are interested in that, or they just want to come live off grid or see what it's like, we welcome them. Whether they're from Portugal or España or the surrounding places. I'm gonna go get some more water, and you can see how I can go through 100 liters of water. So like on the veggies here and the fruits that you put directly in your mouth, you wouldn't want to put gray water, like soapy water, even if it's good soap. So I would want to use something like river water or rainwater, which we capture both. I was saying in a previous video that you could use ocean water or salt water. Something about that I forgot to mention is that if you're using ocean water, you might want to consider how often you do that. Like once a month is okay. The soil here is going to help filter out a lot of the contaminants, but still you don't want to be overdoing it, because salt water obviously, or ocean water, is obviously going to dehydrate your plants. I apologize. We are in a postcard again. You get a lot of that here. A lot of those moments where you're like, am I in a postcard? What's going on? All right, I'm going to go get some more water. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.